Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. Here's a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans for the coming session. This is going to be for Friday, September 6th, 2013. Thing to keep in mind, this is the lead up to the monthly non-farm payroll release tomorrow morning. Today we've got kind of a lackadaisical session going. Tried higher prices earlier, but they got pushed back, so we've got kind of a mix of signals here. We've got about an equal amount of buy and sell signals on both sides here in the NASDAQ patch. There are a couple of open-close deviations to be aware of. Got one in Broadcom, First Solar, and also Sina. We've got one volume bump here in Broadcom. That Broadcom does have an upside CPS continuation signal. Looking at the financials, we're a little bit skewed to the sell side. Mostly lighter volume here, except for USB and NYX and ICE. So outside of those three names, everything's fairly light volume today, and again just skewed a bit to the downside. For the energy patch, definitely seeing some good energy. PBR has been in play all week. That's 5% above today's open on increased volume. Also getting some good volume in RIG today, but RIG is actually coming with a downside signal, and Schlumberger is coming in with an upside signal. So two very closely related stocks, one signal on each side. Just kind of goes to show you the kind of confusion that the market has today, and real lack of bias. Speaking of lack of bias, here's a look at the generals, and the generals really have no signals. There's only one volume bump here in Verizon. That one's still following through with some volume. Housing names, we've got a volume bump here in Home Depot. That one's to the downside. That's a 1.5% below the day's open, so that one's not looking too good on the daily. Also seeing some pretty weakness in Hovnanian and Toll Brothers. Transports, not really seeing too much here. We've got one sell signal in FDX, dry ships. I like to keep on the list just for fun. That one has an upside CPS condition. And finally, on to commodities. A little bit to the sell side here. Not a lot of names flashing sell signals, but we do have a couple of CPS signals. We've got one in AVX, Silver Wheaton, and Freeport Copper. All those names are fairly weak, but none of them have any significant volume. All right, folks. Anyway, good luck with the non-farm number tomorrow. We'll probably go into the number with not much of a gap, but could move after the number. So, ADP number today was in line. So I think people are kind of sliding into it, not expecting much. So if we do get a little bit of a divergence from what the economists are looking for, we could have a little bit of a move. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.